Hi everyone. Today we're going to be looking at IPLs, specifically the differences between the KENZZI IPL and the CosBeauty IPL. I hope that I will answer many of your questions. So exactly what is an IPL machine? IPL stands for intense pulse light. It is usually a professional level machine that will target the melanin in the hair follicles. So the melanin is the color pigmentation. This tool will select a light frequency that is ideal for blasting the color cells, the pigment cells in the hair follicle itself. Usually you have these treatments at Medi spas, and it's a treatment in order to get that hair removed. Usually it takes 18 to 20 months, almost 2 years. So the process is very long. We won't be able to cover it here, of course. The beauty of having this device at home is that you can do it on your own time, and years down the road when you just need a little refresh, you just pop that thing back up and get it done. Thank you CosBeauty for sending me one of your machines for me to try out and share with my friends. Around this time last year, I decided to try IPL, and what I did is I saw one YouTuber had a link to the KENZZI. I placed my order and I thought, oh, that will be my birthday gift. My birthday's not coming up until a couple months from now. But I purchased it. I did not receive that KENZZI machine until maybe March of next year. They had issues coming in. I think the company is from Australia. I might be wrong, but I didn't have a good first experience with it. Then the second thing that happened was I tried to use it in all areas. I really literally tried it in my face, my arms, my legs, bikini area, on my upper lip. The third time I used it, it literally burned my skin. And this thing is not cheap. So I had given up on it, and I haven't used it ever since. Put it in a drawer. One time I tried it. I couldn't get the device to work properly, and I contacted them. They sent me an email back asking for more photos or some more explanation. So I did it. Still nothing. So I just completely gave up on KENZZI. As far as the CosBeauty, I do not have a experience with it because, like I said, you have to use it for months before you even see any results. But I can tell you what I noticed about the product itself. First of all, it's packed beautifully. I just love how there's a lot of information in the packaging itself. And there are lots of modalities within the product that you do not see with the KENZZI product. For example, each location that you are going to be using will have a different head. and you will see there are 3 different ones, one for the body, one for the face, and one for the bikini area. And this is the microchip that kind of tells you what to do according to the cartridge. They come out and you just kind of change the head accordingly. The packaging is super well designed. I just loved everything has its place. Everything is beautifully put together. It's very clear. The language used in the product is written or edited by somebody that speaks English. It's pretty ergonomic. I think it's about the same price. I'll put the price of both right here. Overall, the product itself appears to be much more effective and selective than the one from KENZZI. The KENZZI one only has one mode, and you have to plug it in, and it only works plugged in. Look, you can just charge it and take it along with you so you're not tethered to the wall. Once you plug it in, you have to figure out how to make it go, because that was one of the problems that I couldn't figure it out. The instructions weren't as clear. See, there's a clicking light right here. You push it down. Maybe it's warming up, but again, I'm pushing down on the power. It has a power sign on it, and it's not doing anything. There is a safety feature in this where the light will only go on once you block it, like this. And you can make it go by itself. There's a function that will make it go on so many times at intervals, so you don't have to click constantly. Ideally, you would go over the same place up to 3 times, and you're supposed to shave the area before you start using the product. There is no way that you can change the wattage, so there's no variability whatsoever with this product. Now with the CosBeauty, again, I don't have results, but for usability, the ease of use and understanding of what the machine is doing, this is light years ahead of the KENZZI. This tool will have different functions and different wattages used depending on the head that you're going to be using. Their guide is just absolutely handy. It understands that we don't know what we're doing, so it goes about everything step by step. For the 2-year complete cycle, they have a plan for you to follow in order to get the most effective hair removal and most permanent or near permanent. I don't believe that these things are ever really permanent. I think in a few years things start coming back up. The first 4 treatments, you're gonna do it every 2 weeks. The 5th through 7th treatment, you're gonna do once every month. And then after that, you will continue and see, do I need to do more, or can I just continue doing it only once a month to get the treatment right? So that's gonna be up to you, but no, you should never do it more than once every 2 weeks. Another super cool thing is this little sensor right here. If you can see, it senses your skin color. So it will apply the amount of light dependent upon your skin color. And there is a chart right here that tells you where it should be as a power level. So if you use my skin as a guide, which I have pretty dark skin, I think on my body, I'm at this level right here. And so my hair, it's dark, but it's not super dark, but it's pretty medium dark. So I'm gonna say medium brown. Maybe it's a dark brown. At medium level, as far as hair condition, that would be your skin sensitivity against hair density. So I would be applying this at level 1 to 2. When I first plugged it in, the battery was flashing, and then eventually when it was fully charged, it stopped flashing. That's when you know it's ready. When you turn the power on, you will see three things. One is the battery level, the little body type cartridge that is on, or the where in the body you use, and that's this little cartridge right here, and it says body, and this is the amount of the magnitude of power that you have. When you put the lamp cartridge, which is this part right here, into the skin like so, as you put it on close to your skin, that little light comes on, and that is the skin detectors. And then the little fan goes on, meaning, hey, it's ready to go. When the two green lights come on, you can go ahead and push the trigger right here. And at this time, it also shows number 1. According to that chart, I was between number 1 and 2 with my hair and skin color and whether or not I might be sensitive. And this you will adjust as you use it and get more familiar with it. The white light came on as I touch the skin. It recognizes my skin, and it recognizes I'm making contact. The green light says you can push the trigger. But I'm gonna push the power button to level 2 so that I can try. So I'm gonna trigger it. The light flashed red. And I felt a little bit of warmth. That's all. You can see where my skin was pressed right there. There's like a redness just from pushing. Again, you're supposed to shave your skin. You're not supposed to use any sort of plucking mechanism. I have one of those machines that kind of like pull the hair, so that's what I use on my legs, like an epi lady. Remember those? Yeah, don't use that. Do not pluck. You don't want to remove the hair bulb, you just, or the root. You want to have the hair still there, so that's why you just shave. Because what's happening is the light will find the dark spots and will blast them. So if you have pulled the hair bulb, then there's nothing for the machine and the light to blast. So make sure you shave before you use it. The reason you have to shave the hair is that if you just use it with hair like this, once the light finds your hair shaft, it will blast the entire hair because it finds melanin everywhere. So the hair pigment. So it will find the hair pigment and blast the whole thing, which means it's gonna burn your hair and you will see smoke and you will smell burnt hair. And it's a little less comfortable because in essence you're having like a little mini explosion all over your skin. And also the burning will create fumes that could possibly damage the lens. Nothing that you can just wipe it off clean. They even have a silk floss, I guess it's microfiber or silk, to make sure that the appliance is nice and clean, especially the skin color sensor. Either way, just go ahead and shave before you start the treatment. If you're done using it, if it's unused for 30 seconds, it powers itself off. They're very specific with their information. They're very clear at telling you how it works. You just have to be patient. They even have a little trick that if you have, you're tired and you're done with it and you want to take a break, just use an eyeliner and mark the area. Say you started here and you've gone this far and you're like, okay, I need to go have lunch. You get an eyeliner and just draw a line right there, and then you know that when you come back you have to start from that point on. Another tip that they tell you to do is make sure that you are overlapping the area as you go down your arm. Just make sure that each stroke or each light flash slightly overlaps the previous one. You would go here, move slowly up, moving slowly up, and so on and so forth. And don't go here and there, everywhere, because that would be crazy and you would end up with all sorts of weird things. Another cool little extra that you have with the CosBeauty is that you get an app you can download, and they easily put the QR code right here to download it, where it will help you select your skin color. It will also remind you of when to do the treatment. So kind of cute. I mean, silly things like that are very helpful if you go through it and you read the manual. Again, tons of information. Overall, I'm really happy with the presentation, the design, and the features of the product. I think it's by far exceeds KENZZI. So if you're considering purchasing an IPL machine, I would look into this. When I ordered it, it came from the US, so it was here literally within a couple of days, as opposed to the KENZZI that took 6 months. It feels like it. That was disappointing, but this, yes, I'm pretty happy. So far, I'm pretty happy with the product. I will have a link in the description. I'll put a discount code right there in the description for you. Think about it as a early Christmas gift, or possibly do your research and by Christmas you decide whether or not that's something you want to try. Now, if you're taking any medication that will increase the irritation of your skin or that makes you photosensitive, you are not supposed to use this machine. I think even they say in the last 6 months. That's a huge number. I am going to read this to you because I want you to be aware of when not to use this product. And don't go spend your money if you can't use the product. So let me tell you several things. I'm gonna read, guys. Sorry. Do not use the product after taking any of the following drugs. Your skin is being treated or has been treated with AHA, BHA, or partially treated with Accutane and azelaic acid. The person has used Accutane, A, acid Roaccutane, A, acid orally or for external use in the past 6 months. So, this session easily makes the skin be sensitive to lacerated wound, trauma, and irritating substance. The person taking painkiller, it's not recommended for people taking painkiller that reduces the skin's sense of heat. Okay, that is a little extreme. If you have painkiller, you can tell when your skin is burning. The person taking photosensitizer or a drug, refer to the drug box. Do not use the product if photosensitization reaction of phototoxicity may occur as indicated, or sunshine shall be avoided after taking drugs. Person taking anticoagulant drugs, including taking plenty of aspirin or a lot of aspirin, you need to discontinue that at least 1 week before the session to facilitate medicinal ingredients being discharged from human body. Not sure what that means. That's not very clear. The person accepting treatment of immunosuppression drugs. So if you're taking immunosuppressant drugs, you're not supposed to be using this. You have been forewarned. But otherwise, if you're young and healthy and your skin is clear, mostly I'll be using this in my bikini area, my underarms, which I've had the IPL treatment at medical spa years ago, and I think it's just time to kind of freshen it up again. So I will be using it in those areas and my face. And who knows, in a couple of years, if I'm still doing YouTube videos, you guys will see the results, or I'll give you feedback on that. I hope this information was useful if you were thinking about purchasing an IPL machine. Bye.